l'histoire de l'Azay au rideau.
Azay is one of the first of many Renaissance-style chateaux constructed in the Loire Valley. Since chateaux of this period were only inhabited during the summer, the beautiful tapestries and furniture you see were not permanent fixtures until around the 17th century.
In the Middle Ages, all laborers who held construction jobs on these beautiful castles that we visit today were not literate. A stratagem was developed to allow them to bypass reading complex plans, yet still construct solid and stable buildings. The project manager would calculate all parts of the construction based on the geometric module, which ensured symmetry. One module was equal to a big square about 35 feet aside, which is then divided into submultiples, half, third, quarter, and other subdivisions to calculate lengths. So, the project manager was very advanced in math, and it was weird for this time period because most of the laborers weren't literate, and all the ornamental components were outsourced. Windows and framing components, stair trees, and mantelpieces were all manufactured by contractors specialized in prefabrication and were delivered ready just as they would be.
The strangely named castle of Azay le rideau, or Azay the curtain, represents one of the most successful examples of Italian architecture in the Touraine region.
Gilles Berthelot, a rich financier under the rule of Louis XII and then Francois I, traveled quite a bit. He paid the bills, but it was his wise and vigilant wife who oversaw the construction work and raising of a more gracious and elegant castle. Over the course of 10 or so years, unfortunately for the businessman, Francois clearly did not approve of all too powerful and wealthy bourgeois. He also needed money to replenish the kingdom's coffers and satisfy his ambitious policies. A committee was formed to look into these counts of the men who stood in the way, and it was quite easily uncovered misappropriations of funds. Gilles Berthelot found himself embroiled in a financial scandal and knew he was in danger. Azay le rideau was not the most imposing of castles, but it was still too luxurious for its own good. He wisely stopped at any further construction work that did not help divert suspicions from him. After many fellow bourgeois were arrested and executed, it was inevitably his turn. Stripped of his duties and sentenced to death, he managed to escape to Lorraine in 1528, where he died a couple years later. In Cameroon, without ever having completed the work, by royal decree in 1535, his assets, including the castle, were frozen and simply confiscated from his wife. The king would end up offering the castle of Azay le rideau to the captain of his archers as a token of his appreciation for their loyalty and services.
More about the architecture of Azay le rideau. One remarkable feature of the castle is its Italian design staircase consisting of straight flights of stairs instead of the traditional spiral. Azay le rideau is the oldest surviving example of this type of staircase.
It was hard to believe that Azay le rideau was a defense fortress in times past. It was once even set on fire in the 15th century when the Plantagenets and the Capetians were ruthlessly fighting each other for the crown of France. Indeed, Paris was under Anglo-Burgundian rule in 1418. When the Dauphin of France and future Charles escaped with his fragile power to the Loire Valley and wandered from castle to castle, Azay le rideau, however, was allied with the Burgundians and well guarded. When the Dauphin arrived, he was cheered by 350 soldiers who were defending the fortress. Furious, he had the castle besieged and the entire garrison hanged, and the village was as well as the castle burned down. So this castle was burned down, all the soldiers inside were hanged, and
Je suis fait de.
Je suis fait Elle s'appelle La Belle au Bois Dormant.
And this is the story of Sleeping Beauty.
Il était une fois. There was a beautiful baby girl.
And we had a baby shower for her. 16 years later, she grew up into a beautiful princess.
When she was a baby, she was cursed by an evil witch.
And it made her fall asleep until her prince came.
It was if she ever fell, she would fall asleep until her prince came.
Ah! Oh my god! Ow! Je me suis foulé, la cheville.
Oh no! Her prince needs to come.
asleep.
Where's her prince?
There he is!
This is terrible.
La belle bois dormant se réveille.
It's not her true prince!
No!
So she never awoke.
She never woke up. Yeah. She never woke up, and the prince A found another woman in his life because she was asleep and she wouldn't wake up.
She slept.
So they have a lovely family. Elle ne se réveille jamais parce que elle tombe. Wait. Go!
Ugh. Oh my god. Oh, oh no! Je foulais mes chevilles.
Je me suis foulée.
La cheville.
La cheville.
She's not gonna wake up for a while.
No, not for a while.
What is supposed to be in French?
Excuse me, this is French.
Oh my god, why am I laying on the floor?
Take Wazo. Prince Charming.
Hey, look!
Prince Charming. Elle s'appelle. Elle s'appelle La Belle au Bois Dormant. And this is a story of Sleeping Beauty.
I don't know, Katrina, you're asking the wrong person! Alright, can we stop the camera?
Deuces. So this chateau is great.
Cut.
No.